welcome back everyone to another stream on my channel. Oh great, my thing's messed up again. Today we're going to be talking about the Nations League. I've got Denley with me again. Say hi. He'll... And my thing's messed up again. I'm going to try do it a different way.
What have you done?
Settings keep stopping, I don't know why. Right, I'll go onto this Google instead, it's just a lot easier.
Google Chrome or just normal Google?
Just normal Google. Nations League. Finally loaded. Yeah, I've got like a billion things. Alright, Nations League table. Alright, let's see.
Plus we will be doing the semi-finals too.
Yeah, we will, but for now it's just the groups. We're going to go through the groups. It might take a while. We're going to start with Group A, League A, sorry.
We've got A, B, C and D.
Yeah, we're going to go through league at a time. And I think there's 4 groups in each league, so we're going to do a league at a time. Because obviously we don't have time to do them all in one stream, because that'd just be so boring. So...
Yeah, it'll take a while to upload actually.
Yeah, alright, so, should we get started? And it's just gone onto a random team.
So I'll just tell you the group for Group 1, the League A is Netherlands, France and Germany.
Hang on. For some reason my thing's clicked on Belgium and it won't go back. Stupid fucking thing.
Did you see it was 3?
Hang on. Hang on.
Switzerland, Belgium, Iceland, Portugal, Italy, Poland. And then we've got the best one, League A Group 4, we've got the best one.
Yeah.
England, Spain and Croatia.
And now it's gone on to this random thing. Go away. Sorry, Matt. I haven't been on this for ages, so it's kind of taking a while to reload and everything. Yeah, this is a Try that again, shall we? Nations League. Here we go again. Let's cross fingers and hope it works this time. Right, these are the recent matches that have been played.
The Nations League team talk.
Yeah, the one that's going to a great start.
It looks alright here.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Right, we're going to start with the Netherlands. How does that sound?
And we're going to do it in a group at a time, so you say one team and I say the other team.
Yeah, why don't we just go through talking the... Right, so we've got the Netherlands first.
Since I'm the guest, I will start it off.
Go on then.
So then, the first one, Netherlands, they're through to the semis, which is good. They bet, they lost against France, unfortunately, 2-1.
No,
and then Netherlands bet Germany 3-0.
I'm looking at something different here. I'm looking at Nations League match day 6 of 6, Germany 2, Netherlands 2. Then I'm looking at Netherlands 2, France 0.
Belgium 1, Netherlands 1. Then look at this. Netherlands 3, Germany 0.
That looks good, does that? Yes.
That just shows how Germany are terrible.
2 of 6, France did beat the Netherlands.
And that's it. And that's all friendlies.
But that was Nations League, and then it's friendlies from there on.
And Netherlands actually finished top of their group.
Yeah, they did. As you saw on the previous screen, they did finish top of their group. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're talking about, well, all the teams, but we're not talking about the friendlies because they're boring, aren't they?
Yeah. Anyway, right, I think it's time to hand over to Aaron to do France.
Thank you. So that was the Netherlands. When my thing decides to load again, we'll go on to France. I've got somebody commenting on my channel at the moment. So shout out to Pippa Pow. He's one of my... He's been on my... he was on the World Cup thingy. On the World Cup.
Guy.
Yeah. John.
Hello, John.
Yeah, he's just commented, hey, what's up? So, what's up to him?
John guy that went to our primary.
Yes.
Ah, hello, John.
Yeah, he's just commented. So, we're going to go on to France now.
Over to you, Aaron.
Thank you. Obviously you can pitch in as well, but we're going on to mainly
Let me just say this. Where's match 6 of 6?
6 of 6. I don't think it's been played, has it? Oh, it's here. It's just not being put on there. It's France 1, Uruguay 0. So,
Yeah,
for match day 5 of 6, Netherlands 2, as we just saw, France 0. France bet Germany 2-1. It was a draw against Iceland, which is quite a nasty one, isn't that? Because Iceland aren't that good. But obviously we'll come on to them and see how well they've been doing later.
they weren't good at the Euros.
Anyway, there's France.
I don't want to talk about that.
No, thank you. Please don't. So we're mainly concentrating on match day, Nations League match days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are the ones we're mainly concentrating on. So obviously they didn't get off to a great start with a draw.
France was the champions of the World Cup.
Mm.
Even though it should have been England.
Yeah, World Cup final. You can just see it here on the screen. France 4, Croatia 2. Anyway, so we don't have time to play through the videos, but obviously feel free to go into YouTube and watch those separately. But let's finish this video before we move on to any others. Denley, I'll pass over to you for Germany.
Okay, Germany won. They were one of the best teams, but they've just fallen recently. So match 6 of 6, Germany 2, Netherlands 2. Germany actually took the lead. They were 2-0 up for Germany, and the Netherlands came back. Van Dijk scored in the last minutes. And then they placed Russia, and Germany actually won.
3-0.
3-0 against Russia. Then they lost against France only by 2-1. And then they lost against Germany 3.
The Netherlands.
Germany versus Germany. Netherlands versus Germany 3-0. And then the second one was Germany. They won against Peru, which is good.
Yeah.
Well done.
And
then the last one ended Germany 0, France 0, which we just saw.
We just had a comment from again from Pipple Pal, who's now deleted that message, but he said, when's the World Cup coming out? I think that's 4 years' time, is it? Well, from obviously the last World Cup, so...
The next World Cup?
Yeah.
Hang on. 1920, not until 2022.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah. It's 4 years apart. Anyway...
But hang on, the next big tournament is the Euros.
Yeah, there's this, then there's the Euros, obviously. It is the
Euros is in 2020.
Right, we're going to move on to Switzerland now, who again came top of their group, which was Group 2, yes, and they're through to the semi-finals, as they won their last game against Belgium 5-2, which is good for Switzerland, but a hit for Belgium. And then
I'm surprised that Belgium lost against them.
Yeah, because they're quite good normally at Belgium. Anyway, they lost 1-0 against Qatar. Then we had the 2-1 win against Iceland, but that was away. But Belgium, but it was more of a revenge attack, was the last game against Belgium, as they'd lost 2-1. Now, England bet Switzerland 1-0. In London. And then
Look at that though against Iceland.
the first game of the Nations League, massive hit to Iceland, 6-0, right in there. And Pippa Pals just commented again, 4 years? Jesus. But yeah, he's a nice guy. Alright, we're going to move on to Belgium now, Denners, sorry, getting confused.
Yeah, Denners.
We'll move over to you for the next game.
Okay, so obviously saw Belgium, they lost 5-2, which was unfortunate for them, because I thought that Belgium was going to win that.
Hang on. I pressed back too many times. Belgium.
Fucking God.
Oh, you know this is supposed to be family friendly, right?
Oh, sorry about the swearing.
It just gets annoyed sometimes. Anyway, we're going on to like I said, we're going on to Belgium now. Anyway, just wait for it to load. There we go. Right, take it away. Pretend that never happened.
Are we good?
Yep.
Right, but now we're back after that interruption.
Alright.
Against Belgium, I literally thought that Belgium were going to win that. But obviously, they were obviously... Belgium was 2-0 up, I think. And then they lost it, really. Match day 5 of 6, they lost. But they lost, actually, they won against Iceland 2-0. Good.
Get your words out.
What?
Never mind, keep going.
What?
Match day 4, Belgium won, Netherlands won. So,
yeah.
Not the...
And then match day 3 of 6, it was Belgium against Switzerland. Belgium won it 2-1. Then Belgium beat Iceland 3-0. And Switzerland against Belgium, they won it 4-0.
If you go up a bit further, one we're very definitely not proud of is Belgium versus England 2-0. Let's get that off there.
Just pretend that did not happen.
Yeah, they've written it wrong way around. It should be in England too. Anyway, Iceland. We finished third. Na 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 na. Anyway, we're supposed to...
I haven't all under to Aaron for the worst team. Oh God.
Iceland.
No, hang on. This team better than the Euros and around the 60. Don't listen to that. Yes, Iceland might have better than the Euros. But who cares?
Exactly.
Hand over to Aaron for Iceland.
Right, sorry about that.
I really don't want to hear this team.
Yeah, alright. We've got to start with, we're going to go, match day 6 of 6. It's not showed at the top, but we know it is. Qatar 2, Iceland 2, which was kind of embarrassing for them to say they bet England. Don't talk about that. Belgium 2, Iceland 0. Switzerland 2, Iceland 1. So Iceland haven't won a game. They haven't won a game in the Nations League this year at all. Because they drew twice, 2-2, but every other game they've lost 2-0, 2-1, 3-0 against Belgium, and then the biggest hit, Switzerland 6-0. So that was probably the biggest game. But yeah, People Power again just commented on that loss against Switzerland, but quite frankly they deserved it. Anyway, we can just see England poking up at the bottom there. We're going to move on to Portugal now, who is of course at the top of their table on 8 points. So we'll be in the, what is it, semis?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to hand over to Denley now to speak about the Portugal's ups and downs in the Nations League.
I don't know about Portugal, but Portugal's done pretty well.
Yeah, they have.
Actually, no, they haven't. Yeah, actually, they have, actually. What am I talking about? Well, they drew their last game against Poland, which was embarrassing. There were 10 men. And then Italy against Portugal, they drew.
Yep.
And then obviously an easy win against Scotland, 3-1.
But that's an obvious one. Anyway, carry on to Poland, which was a surprising...
Yeah, Poland 2, Portugal 3. I believe that Poland was 2-0 up at the time, I think.
At the time, yes.
Yeah, and then Portugal 1, Italy 0, and to begin their tournament, Portugal 1, Croatia 1.
Not the best start then, was it? But
Portugal just scraped through.
I think Switzerland only got the biggest wins they did get because of the teams they had to face. It wasn't that hard for them to beat them. Anyway, we're going to move on to Italy.
Okay, team.
Yeah, they haven't done that bad. They bet the USA 1-0. They drew against Portugal, which you've probably just seen. Italy won Poland 0, so they bet Poland. Italy won Ukraine 1, so They drew against Ukraine, yes. Portugal won Italy 0, which was obviously easier for Portugal, and Italy won Poland 1.
A good run, didn't they?
No, I apologise if this video is a bit laggy, but I'm having my Wi-Fi seems to be quite slow at the moment.
Sorry.
Pardon?
Didn't really have a good time. Let's just say this. Italy did not really have a good time.
No. We're going to move on to the final group, the final team in the group.
Until the best group.
Until the best group.
We'll have to do Poland first.
Yeah.
Right.
Go on, Denley. You can take it away.
Oh, cheers. Right. The last one, obviously, they drew against Portugal. We saw that when Aaron did it. And then they lost against 1-0 against the Czech Republic, and that was embarrassing.
Because there's quite a lot of Polish people around in my area, so there's a lot of people who are banking on Poland winning, so there was a bit of a rebellion actually around where I spend my day, where I waste my time during the day. But we're going to go on, Denley.
Nations League again, match 3 of 6. Portugal 3, Poland 2. Even Poland was 2-0 up, they just took it away. No, they just threw it away.
Probably did the same with Ireland. Just give them they thought, oh, we're comfortably in front, we'll give them a goal near the end, and it turns out it's made them draw, which
yeah,
I've seen my football team do before, but I'm not gonna go into the details of that because we're not gonna go into. Oh, don't you start just because you got a good team. But anyway, we're not here to talk about English Football League teams. We're here to talk about the Nations League.
right. So, and then second one was Poland won, Ireland won, and that was embarrassing.
We're just saying about that. And then
Italy won, Poland won. I don't want to say anything about it. Let's just go with England.
yeah, you were a bit.
This is the best one.
Here comes the best team.
But Aaron, did you notice? We only just got through by 1 point.
Yeah, we got through by 1 point to Spain because we all played 4 matches. We won 2, drew 1. That was the one that kept us in. Because if we'd have lost both, we'd have been second on goal difference. Because
Take our time with this England one. Don't rush it.
yeah, let's take us time with the best one. But we can't say anything to international like People Pow. I think he's Portuguese, so he was obviously rooting for Portugal. Anyway, I'll do 3 games and you do 3 games, since
We're both living in England.
yeah. Right, we're going to start with match day 6 of 6. The best, probably the only reason we came through was one of these games. Anyway, England 2, Croatia 1.
And guess what? England was 1-0 down.
England was 1-0 down, and we just brought it right back up there. We're going to move on.
And the winner was Harry Kane.
Well, here's one of our star players. England 3, USA 0, which I think was an easy game. And this game is the one that saved us from going out of the Nations League. We bet Spain 3-2.
And guess what? We were 3-0 up, and we decided, you know what? We feel sorry for Spain, so let's give them 2 goals. We were 3-0 up though at the time. Right then, so it's over to me now.
Yep. Starting with Croatia again.
Yep. So 0-0. Obviously, not embarrassing because we played them before, but also not very good. And then we got our first win of the National League, Nations League, sorry, 1-0 against Switzerland. And then the first time we bet Spain,
You mean?
we actually lost against them.
Well, we brought it back with that 3-2 win, only just, but we did bring it back.
And then we're going to take our time, so let's repeat the scores again.
So we're gonna move on to Spain.
Oh god, this is Aaron's favourite.
How is Spain my favourite? I'm an English person supporting England football team.
Hang on. Aaron's second favourite.
I'm not gonna disagree with it, but I'm not gonna agree with it either. So we're good. So yeah, well, Spain's nice and warm apart from this. Compared to this rubbish weather we're having at the moment, it's 20 to 5 and it's already pitch black outside.
I know.
Anyway, Spain, they won their last game against Bosnia, 1-0, which this was probably embarrassing for Spain as they lost 3-2 against Croatia.
And I think that was the one that got knocked out on
The best game so far, England versus Spain, 3-2 to England. England going all the way. Anyway, Spain 4, Wales 1, which was obviously an easy game for Spain. That reminds me, a few years ago, England versus Spain. Oh, we had people coming in and out because one of the people I know was Welsh, and as I was watching the game, they literally came in as it was 0-0, because it was 25th minute, something like that. They came in and said Wales are going to win, but I think they got booed out by like 3/4 of the class because we had quite a big boy to girl ratio. Anyway, Croatia hit by 6-0 again from Spain, and then obviously the first game of the Nations League.
Don't talk about just no.
I'll leave that one out because England are just they're too good. They're too good for Spain. Right, we're gonna
just pretend England won that game.
Yeah. Let's move on to Croatia now, the last team in the Nations League who have taken a few hits.
Whoa, it's my turn.
Especially against Spain, but Denley's going to talk about this one.
Yeah, they got away with that. But anyway, Nations League, back 6-6, we bet them 2-1. I repeat, 2-1. I repeat again, 2-1 again, and 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. And in the National League match of 6, Croatia bet Spain 3-2, and I think that was the one that Spain got knocked out. Because I don't think that Spain could have got back in there. And then before, we've got Croatia 2, Jordan 1. Who the hell are they? Anyway, I'm not going to repeat the match 3 of 6 because that was embarrassing. I'm not going to repeat that.
0-0.
Match 2 of 6, 6-0, and that equalled Switzerland's record of 6. And the last one, match 1 of 1, Portugal 1, Croatia 1. Which
was what probably prevented them from winning. And that is Group 1. When I can find how. Yep. I'm gonna find my.
And these are the teams that I can't pronounce the names of because some of these are just bull names. Like I've seen the League D, Group 1,
Kazakhstan. Yeah, that's a hard one. Anyway, that was Group A of the League A of the Nations League. So I'm just gonna quickly before we finish go through who from League A have gone through. For Group 1, Netherlands have gone through on goal difference. On goal difference, Netherlands got through.
I'll say the second one. The one that's gone through on League A Group 2 is Switzerland on goal difference.
Again, Portugal were way in front Group 3, so they went.
And then League A Group 4 is obviously deserved.
England.
By 1 coin.
Yeah, and if we hadn't